Now on to the next issue. Polling was revealed today by a place called Freshwater Surveys, asking people how much are they willing to pay to make reality this 2030 and 2050 targets for net zero that our government are setting us. Well, it turns out we're not willing to pay that much. Check this out. Coalition voters, we're talking about amounts now on their monthly energy bills, how much more they're willing to pay. Coalition voters say $5 to $10 more. That's their tipping point. You can already tell who the smartest people on this graph are. Labor are willing to pay between $20 and $40 more a month on their energy bills. Greens, even the Greens have a tipping point. They say $40 to $80. And before you think that's much, that's about half a coffee a day. So not really. Now, firstly, the joke's on us because, of course, for many months now, we've been paying a lot more than any of those figures on top of what would otherwise be a normal energy bill. We are paying through the nose for this and we know it. But secondly, what this tells us is clearly the majority of us aren't buying into the climate catastrophizing that our government and many other organisations waterboard us with on a daily basis. Because if you thought the earth was going to implode, you'd be a lot more generous than that. And speaking of climate catastrophizing, we've got to show you the latest from the Teal, not so independent Allegra Spender on the floor of our parliament today. Check it out.
The UN Secretary-General has said we have entered a period of global boiling. Do you agree with his assessment? And if so, why does your government continue to approve new coal mines, continue to delay crucial reform to environmental laws and still hasn't delivered a national risk assessment?
And if you do agree with this, why haven't you done more? Never mind the billions that they've absolutely budgeted for years now for their green energy projects, etc. and so on. But back to this poll that shows people really aren't willing to put their money where their mouth is.
There's a fair bit of cognitive dissonance there, isn't it? Because people are saying, gee, I'd spend $20, $30, $40 max. We're already spending hundreds of dollars more on our energy bills. But I mean, all of this to make, what, a 43% dent in the 1% of emissions we contribute. People know that it's not real and it's not going to make a difference. And the crazy thing about it is that we are one of the biggest exporters of energy to, whether it's coal or gas, and yet we're paying super high prices ourselves. I just don't think it's quite hit home enough for people yet to realise you're already paying.
No, it's absurd. But I mean, the rubber hits the road where the consumer has to pay for it. And the reality of that is being borne out at the moment. I mean, every time you open your power bill at the moment, I reckon a year ago my power bill quarterly would have been in the vicinity of $150 to $200. The last power bill I opened was $700, right? For two people living in a house. I'm going, what on earth is going on? So people, as they are continually receiving these bills, are starting to get the message about what happens when you pursue this green dream. Now, we talk about the green dream we give to animals, it ultimately kills them. That's what this green dream is going to do to us. If it hasn't killed your bank balance, it'll kill you eventually, because you won't have anything left to buy your food with or whatever. They're already at the point of breaking because they can't afford the bills that are coming in. Why would you donate 1 extra cent to this robbery, daylight robbery, that is going on? Beats me. But I mean, a greenie wanting to stump up $80, well, good and fine by me. You can give that $80 over and then I'll deduct it from my power bill. I think that's only fair, given that you are the ones ringing this stuff upon us.